Hey guys, how's it going? It's Lou and Liz here from Twin Flame Fabrications, but of course you already knew that because you're watching our video.
We just came from the E3 PS4 press conference. I'm normally an Xbox fan. Because of Liz, I've actually gotten back into PlayStation gaming. Now that we both have both consoles in the house, it's been nice because I've been able to cross over, play The Last of Us, and yada yada yada. So anyway, I came along on this trek because I'm very excited about what PlayStation had to offer this year, or so we thought.
Yeah. You have to start strong and you have to end strong, especially if you're Sony. Like, they started off with this really cool musical arrangement. These 5 or 6 people playing these instruments. So there was like a sitar and some
they were
drums.
into it.
It was really cool. They had this huge display behind them with this sand falling down and like these projections. It looked really cool. You should look it up and watch it. What is it? Like, what are they, introducing?
Tomb Raider?
The Prince of Persia, they
and
thought...
then we both said Uncharted?
Yeah, like maybe, like if they wouldn't begin their press conference about something that everyone knew about already.
Would they?
Right?
Sony, would you?
No, they did.
So
I love Uncharted, don't get me wrong.
But this was so rehashed. We're not gonna bash PlayStation here because we do love PlayStation.
Bash them a little bit, but in the nicest way because they are making very good games that we love.
Like Shadow of the Colossus. Very exciting because we've both played this game from 2005-esque.
Yeah, it's been around for
a long time.
A while now. So for us to come out and say that one of the games we're most excited for has actually been around
for like 17 years. It's been around for so long.
It's a really good game, and it obviously holds to the test of time because the gameplay is fantastic. It's challenging, and you can also make it harder. I've tried playing on like the insanity mode. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like actually impossible.
Our big thing was like, Shadow of the Colossus, awesome, but you're a remake of a remake.
Yeah.
So is that all we have to look forward to? Well, then we also saw Moss. Wow, what a really cute game.
That looks like a really fun, original, adorable game.
Yeah.
Where it looks like you play this kind of like spirit that's gonna be kind of like this guardian character to this mouse who's like going around and fighting all the bad guys.
Then we kind of got the Destiny trailer, which I am a huge Destiny fan. Hunter Titan, played both. Light levels way up there and all that fun stuff, but I was super stoked. But we knew about this, like Kate 6, we knew about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they had like a huge release.
So they won't show that at E3, would they?
And they didn't. They instead had this really weird, shoddy trailer that was like gameplay, I guess, but it looked like it was years behind the first Destiny.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I was really disappointed. I mean, I love Destiny, and I was even considering of getting my own PlayStation so that Liz could play with me and we could play with Adam Hotshot Cosplay. And my brother also plays Destiny, so I could join up with these people.
So if you have a PS4 and you play Destiny, you know who to hit up.
That'd be me. I check her on fire. That was the thing, is I wasn't excited and nobody clapped. The VR thing, we get it, Sony. It's gonna be
we get it
huge.
We get it world. Like, I'm not
awesome
ditching Sony on this. I am ready for everything that it brings, but I know that it's gonna be a solid 3 to 5 years before we get this thing like fully like compacted into a system that is like affordable and it's accessible. Like, the games are gonna look incredible because they're gonna have all that 4K and everything.
Right now they don't, so it's a VR trailer because it's not great. I mean, yeah, you have that realism and the head tilting and you're moving. And
which is really cool.
I think it's great.
We have to take these stepping stones in order to get VR that we all want.
Here's the thing, is this felt like they were really, just like last year, talking about
the technology,
new technology,
not so much
and
like
all their resources they're putting into it, and look what we're doing, and Sony's always got to be ahead, and it's like, or what you could do right now is give us a game that we really want. They mentioned it. Each time he came out on stage, he was like, we're about the gamer and we're about the games, and then they say, oh, for this VR game, how about we give you Skyrim? Well, when you want somebody like me to come be a PlayStation buyer, don't show me another expensive piece of technology that I need to buy on top of it and then be like, that epic game that you want to play is Skyrim. And it's like, I already have that, and then I bought the remastered. I don't want to buy a PlayStation 4 with the VR to play the same game on a VR.
No. And this is like, yes, we want to play Skyrim
We love
on the
Skyrim.
VR,
I love
but
Skyrim.
we want to play a new Skyrim on the VR. We
Give me a
don't
new
want...
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
New Elder Scrolls. Anybody else want a new Elder Scrolls?
That would be great. The whole thing with God of War, like we saw one really big monster at the end of the trailer. It looked cool, but again, this is kind of like The Last of Us meets God of War, and since again, like they're just rehashing all these old stories, which sometimes works. We can see again bringing up Shadow of the Colossus, that works. Rehashing that because they're not even rehashing it. It's literally the same story, just with different graphics, and I will absolutely spend my money on that.
Take our money
because that game is incredible.
Sony did drop the Spagooter Man.
Spider-Man looks very cool.
Gameplay looks epic. The fighting capabilities and the web control and the camera control.
It's the Spider-Man game that we've been working towards, you know, that movie experience as being Spider-Man. And it looks really cool. They're bringing in all these characters from the Marvel universe. The fact that Fisk is there makes me think Daredevil's gonna be there. We're gonna see a bunch of people show up. I bet Iron Man's gonna show up because
opened that world.
That character gets his suit from Iron Man. That's the Spider-Man, right? I think that's the Spider-Man we're seeing.
I'm pretty sure that's the Spider-Man.
Still talking about Days Past. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like the story, to be honest.
You know, we'll play it.
I'm gonna reserve my judgment.
There was just some moments where I just kind of felt it was a little bit too distant, like you weren't really into a story, but again, they didn't really show us enough to get us attached to any character or make us feel anything, and we like to feel things, you know.
With Sony, I was expecting a little bit more and didn't deliver the surprises that I wanted.
Just like dropping this bomb from BioWare yesterday about Anthem. Very excited about it. Liz hasn't seen the trailer yet for it, which I'm going to show her after, but that was the bomb we were looking for. Nobody knew what the heck that was, and we're all very excited, including like cosplayers like us wanting to do things like the, you know, the animatronics and get into that sort of thing because it's very cool. It had me wowed. That's what we were expecting today, and we went in there with super hype, and I kind of left being like...
I felt like watching E3 or GDC from 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah. It just kind of showed us what we already knew was coming.
I mean...
I don't know, wasn't really super impressed with it. Still stoked for Destiny 2, but I was stoked for Destiny 2 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like, we knew these games were coming out, and we are genuinely extremely excited for them.
Shadow of Colossus, I am super stoked for it. I don't care if it's a 2005 game. It looks incredible, and they fine-tuned it, and it's going to be the same thing as we all know and love, and that's okay. I'm just sad that that's what I'm really looking forward to.
However, tomorrow we saw on Twitter that the CEO of Gearbox is going to be on stage with some pretty cool people.
Just saying.
Yeah, so we're going to tune into that. We don't want to get our hopes up, but it's possible.
As all Borderlands fans do.
It's possible that they might talk about the new Borderlands game, because
please,
that's what we've been waiting for.
Give me some Reese. That's all I'm asking. Just give me some Reese, a little bit of Fiona, and somehow bring Handsome Jack back from some VR death. VI death. Why did I say VR? I think.
We hope you enjoyed us rambling about the E3,
which I'm sure you guys have all watched, but we just had to give you our
2 cents,
our 1 cent. And remember to subscribe, because for us it matters. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow.